All right, age-old problem, right? Got a smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. It's one that is wired into the house, but also runs on battery. Have been gone for about a week. Came into the most awful sound with it alerting that the battery's bad. As you know, these take 9-volt batteries, so pulled it off the ceiling, popped the old battery out. And I always like to just test the batteries because sometimes these things get old. Their lifespan, depending upon who you believe, is 5 to 10 years. And so this is about 4 years old, maybe. And so it's approaching 5. And I just, when I get the alert, I like to test the battery, and therefore I know for sure if the battery was a problem. Now, you can pop a new battery in, stick it up in the ceiling. If it doesn't beep anymore, you're good. But, I like to be a little more scientific than that. So if you got a multimeter, this is an easy way to test a battery. This is a 9-volt battery. You might have a AA, a C, or a D, which are different voltage, but these are 9 volts. So what we're going to do is pull out your multimeter. You're going to attach your leads. You're going to put the black into the COM port. And in this instance, I'm going to take the red and stick it into the V line side. And you'll notice there's the V right there. And then I've got different voltages here for testing. I always place the top end of the voltage higher than what I'm testing. So in this case, it's a 9-volt battery. My options are 2 or 20 volts. So I'm going to turn this to 20. Then I'm going to power this on. There we go. Shows me what's connected. Currently at 0. And I'll put the battery here. Now, I may struggle to do this while trying to film simultaneously. And by the way, you've got positive side on a 9-volt. Positive side is always the small one. Negative is always the bigger one. So positive male, negative female. So what we're going to do is touch both of these right in the center at the same time. And you'll notice when I touched it, you see the multimeter start to move for a second. So now I stick both ends simultaneously. It's a 9-volt battery. You can see there it's only 8.92 volts. So that's less than it ought to be, meaning the battery is drained. So I'm going to put a new battery in. And the real reason I broke this out, in addition to just being sure, is I have 2 batteries in the drawer. And I'm assuming they're both new, but the container's not there, so somebody clearly used most of them, and then somebody in the house left this behind. So what we're going to do is a test here. Put the negative on this side, and right in the center. And then we'll connect the positive, and now you'll see in the multimeter more than 9 volts, 9.54 volts. I've got another one here. This, anything better than 9 is good. These are going to be 9.5 to 9.7 typically. So let's get this one here. We'll test that. 9.72. So one was 9.5 something, the other's 9.7 something. So we know both of these are good batteries. So I'm going to pop this in the smoke detector. I bet the problem goes away. But essentially, you can do this process with any battery. So you can tell exactly what the voltage is. It's a real simple process. It is like, the number one easiest, least complicated test for the use of a multimeter. And hopefully that's helpful to you.